Hello everyone, I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah. Let me just turn up my microphone. Okay, that seems pretty good to me. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, fortunately you can't dual stream monitor mode. One has to be phone, the other one has to be vertical. So if you're watching on Kick, you're gonna have to watch it on your phone, I'm afraid, because I want to kind of promote my YouTube a bit more. So we're doing normal screen mode on YouTube this time, and verticals imagery on Kick. So we basically got, excuse my chair, I know it's extremely loud. I'm in the process of buying a new one. So we basically got episode 1 done, and this is episode 2 that we're doing, and this is going to be the war room. I'm just deleting some stuff here that the AI has decided to gracefully give us that we don't want. So stuff like this needs to go, because this is not the correct symbol in our story. So we need to get rid of that. And this is what we're going to be doing for most of the episode. I'm going to put some stuff here. This is not a window, this is a board, a board of a map. I'll probably do that another time. I'm going to have Sovereign in the middle, Astra, so on and so forth. Right, so let's get some, so this is going to be the backgrounds, and this would be defined lines. Actually, let's put GB lines. Blur lines, and I think what we do is we just fix this up real quick. So let's get my pen going, and what is that? Oh, it's we need to add, let's see, a 7 here. We can probably go for 9. That seems good. Right, we go for a 9 here. And what I do is I just connect these like so. We see what this looks like with the blur later on. And you might do the entire thing, we'll see how it goes basically. And what else do I need to do? So let's fix these. And then get my brush here. Let's get rid of the where's the fix this real quick. that's all that done. Let's just join this up. Oops, I have a look. The line. What happened to that? I should do it. And once this is all finished, you won't even notice it. What happened there? Maybe notice the lines difference. Okay. Let's see how it goes, but I might just do the entire bottom shelf again. Let's see how it goes. Let's get rid of this. Oops. I'm actually doing it on the wrong panel again. Damn. Well, it's a good job I noticed that, I guess. Good job I noticed that before it was a bit too late. Let's just do this here. You won't even notice so this is not white, this is like a blue white, but you won't even notice it, to be honest, once all the added effects have been put in. Hopefully. Okay, so that's done, that's done. You can see it here, but we might do the lines again. Let's see. I do have a little trick to kind of make the white blue. We'll see. I mean, realistically, I can grab it here, create a new panel, and then kind of go over it like this with the paintbrush, to be honest, like this. and then I put it behind this. I think that is working, I'm not too sure. Doesn't seem to be working very well. Maybe if I go black and then lower the opacity. There you go. So it's like 1%. Yeah. And basically that's how you fix it. You just add 1% to the BG line work. So I just want to call this filter. There you go. Something that I know. So that should when you look at it, you're not looking at pure white, you're looking at black, but it's baked into white. Okay. So that should be able to fix, technically I should be able to fix this with it. Oh, I can't see it, so yeah. And I just kind of like delete what I don't want. It's really just for your eyes to stop looking at it. Your eyes sometimes pick certain things up, and with this, it just basically says, "Don't look at me." You know, I'm getting changed. Again. But no, yeah, so put it down to 1, and then now you can kind of like see it's not really attracting my eyes, so we can put it up to like maybe a 3 or something, and it's not really, there's that darkness that we have. Right, and then see, you can see from this brick here, right? But to be honest, probably have to do everything individually. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to leave it as a 1 right now. Once I get once I do the blur here, so we can make the blur. Oh, one thing I need to do when I make the blur is I need to change the opacity of the line. Yeah, so the opacity of the line, and I need to actually delete the former line. Otherwise, the former line will stick out. So if I change the opacity to something like here, it's roughly around 70. Let's just put it out 70. And then I get the blur. So now we've blurred it, and now you really cannot see the difference. That's a 5% blur, and now you just can't see the difference. If I just zoom out and then zoom back in, you really can't see the difference. Like this is exactly the same as this, but this has not been touched. None of this has been touched. Only this has. so you can see. I guess if you zoomed in like this, you can look at it, but you can't do that on Webtoon, so no need, I guess. I am going to go back because not everything is fully done yet, so it's not ready for that just yet. That was just an example. Oops. Oops. 1 second, just setting up a save file. There we go. There we go. Right. So that's that done. Let's just fix these real quick. So let me get my paintbrush. And I am pretty bad at asking questions, but feel free to ask any questions about the comic book or anything like that. I will try to remember to look at my other screen from time to time. Right, let's just merge this in a bit. There we go. These are very much little tiny things that your eyes won't notice when reading the comic book, but you know, sometimes I do like to spend a bit of time kind of doing this. Yeah, just making it a little bit more believable, you know. Now we go into, I've got some banners for the some proper insignia banners that we're going to put on the back, if I can find them. I have something in the region of 300 to 700 images that consists of concept work, AI work, and illustration work. So bear with me a second here. I do have folders for everything, so it won't take too long. Desktop. I think they would be maybe on downloads. Weapon. Backgrounds. Should be on the backgrounds. They're not on backgrounds. They're not in effects. It must be. Ah, here they are. They're right in front of me, or not. Okay, so we've got these banners that we created the other day, and these are in the last comic. So we're going to put these kind of icon on the banners and on the wall as kind of like an insignia. There's this as well, so this is like, this is pretty much the metallic version. You'll see this on like metallic edges and stuff like that. So I'm just going to grab that because we do have this. And we're going to slap that here. Just do some maintenance on this real quick. And let's just change the alpha. So let's go colors, alpha, and then confirm. So that should bring that to that. And now we can position this. I think that is pretty good. Have it extruding a bit there. So come out a bit here. And I think maybe we do this. And what we will do is we just go to the line work here and we just delete the line work. Oops, but we do want to be careful. Oops. We do want to be careful. We do want to be careful not to, you know what, I might just, let's just grab this a bit and have it going up like this. That way it's not conflicting with the background line work. And let us get my brush and just delete a few of these. And okay. Now we go back to the background. And let's just get rid of this. That will merge in eventually when I add the blur. And there's just one up here too. This one. And where is this? Which one is this? So let's just redraw some of this. And sometimes the AI doesn't create the best lines. I feel like imperfect lines are as well better than perfect lines, I would say. So you get that human kind of feel. That'll do. And I think just make that point a little better. Okay. And just grab this. I think that's on the right panel. No, that needs to be on the other panel. Let me do this on the line web panel. Check. Let's grab that. Oh, I've got to lower. Can I singly lower the opacity of that? No. Okay, we have to do it later on. We have to do that. Let me just find this real quick. Oops. Didn't need to duplicate that layer. Let's duplicate this one. And then we merge that one. And this one can go inside of the BG. Perfect. Right, let's look around and let's get this lion. I think we're probably going to do this one for the flag. So I'm going to delete the actual flag in the background and just have the remaining parts. This is GP. It's not. There it is. Oh, I don't know why. There we go. Should probably save these designs individually so I can just plop them down when I need to. Might do that actually. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. So I keep these here for the time being. And I'll start putting these on the wall. We'll see what they look like. If they look bad, I might just put them with the banner, my own personal banner. About should be here. Okay, I think stretching it too much is probably not the best idea. So let's have it roughly here. Let's have a look. That seems reasonable. And let's confirm that. And I noticed that there is something here, so let's get rid of that real quick. Right, let's grab that. get our line tool here. I think this is the right one. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to line up the eye like that. Then we're going to drag the warp here. And I think, I know that tapestry wouldn't be like this, but I think this may look better. Maybe it'll look better if I did reverse these. Yeah, I think that would be a better thing. So let's put these back here. And will be here. And then this one will be here. Slightly above here. Looks like this one is slightly smaller, but that's okay. Not going to notice it too much. And I think that is pretty good. It seems to be pretty even. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Right, so let's go here, here, and we will rename that to a flag. And then we just merge that, which deleted the name. Great, good job. Flags. Okay, so that's that done. And let me have a think. Where could I put the insignia? I could put it here where it originally was. I don't think it matters too much. I think that is good enough. So I'm gonna just rename this hide and lock it. Let's get rid of that. What I might do is just dub them up a bit. There we go. Now we're cooking. That's a bit more. We can see them a bit more now. And the world map, I'm probably going to have to create a new world map because the one I have is very rough. I will show you guys the rough version of the map. It's kind of funny, to be honest. So this is the rough version of the map, and that's where the story is taking part roughly here. We see a battle here, and this is an old town. This is Jasmine's grave. That's a village later on. This is where Muto is, and that's Ivory Tower here. And that's where Leon defended the border. And this is the Vermorian realm, which is King Alice's realm. And on right here, on this side, it is the Elven realm. And on this side is the Dwarven realm. Well, it's more like down here, to be honest. But we haven't got into that bit yet, so I might use this map a bit. I don't know. I might just do this and then create an image with that and then shove that on the map. But then again, I do need the forest, so let me just, and the Ivory Tower comes to the next scene, so I think maybe we just kind of do this. Yeah, let's do that. I'll shove that in the generator because we want an image for here. Let me have a look. Let me just get my script out. I think that just deleted the thing. Yeah, it did. Yeah, so I need to get that image up again because I forgot to. Actually, I can just do that for my. So let me just take a screenshot. I mean, that is fine for a walking map because the rest is Memorian realm, so we don't need to like worry about that because Kid Alistair's defending that realm. Let me see what the AI can do with that image, and hopefully it's going to be good. I was thinking about making this slightly smaller. Not sure. Not sure if I want that. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I think that is fine. I'm going to just fix this maybe a bit. Yeah. What I might do is just add this to the. I might just duplicate these and then. Oh, that's bad. I didn't do that. I think I just add these to PG individually. Is there? Yeah. So just like 2% is a bit too much. Let's just try 1%. That's better. You guys probably can't even see it on the screen, but I can see it. And we'll just do another one here, which will be like this. So this one's more like a 3. So this one's quite a lot more. And just get that there. And then it's like a 3, I think. Maybe a 4. I think it's a 2. It's like a 2. It's between a 2 and a 3 kind of shape. Let's just say 3. And then what we do is we add Gaussian blur. I think that might. Let's have a look. Don't normally add that onto this, but maybe it will work. I don't know. Let's see. Let me just see if I can. If I can't, I just simply redo the things, right? Let's see what I can do with the smudgy tool. Normally I just I don't worry about it too much because you can't really zoom in, and we are going to redo a lot of the line work by hand eventually, providing there's not some sort of technology that comes out that just completely undermines handwork. That's kind of lovely. I might just redo this entire section with the line work again. Yeah, I think I am. Just let me do the lines first. Let's get rid of these lines. What is that? Let me just delete that. Should have done the lines first, but whatever. Okay. Let's do that now. So I think we need to be, yeah, about 8 is fine. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Let's do 12. See what that's like. There we go. Lovely. But they are lovely, but they are on the wrong goddamn panel. Whoops. Right, now we can kind of get rid of a bit more. Now we have some structure here. And then we just do this. Okay, let's see what the AI has done. It's pretty bad, to be honest. Let me just... Might have to create multiple images for the overall map. Let me have a look. Where would this be? Panels. I just shut this here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Should be in here. So backgrounds. I need to start maybe color coding these because my eyes just go crazy when trying to find certain folders. Yeah. So which one is the most updated image of? Yeah. Can you generate a top-down view of this city? Okay, so let it do that. And let me just scour around if we've got any images that we can use to add into this area. Let's put here. Let's have a look. And it's very close to what I want. Okay, just grab this. So that's going to represent that. And if I get my shitty map back, what we want is we want sovereign in the background. I don't know whether to have sovereign big or small. How big do we want this table? Pretty big, right? maybe we have it small. So his hands are like. Let me try this and we'll see what it's like. If not, then I might try something else. And yeah. I think maybe having it here might be better. I don't want it to look too. Yeah, I think this is better. I don't want it to look too much like it's a tiny room. I want to have it kind of big-ish or big enough. And then this is like the city, but this map is like the realm. That's kind of what I'm going for. So let me just I can do this 2 ways. Let me try this way first to see if this works. Actually, 1 second. Something's not right. There it is. Oops. I'll fix any kind of AI mistakes later on. But now I'll just get the base stuff down. have to. Oh, might have to do some line work on here. Normally I just delete the background, but kind of want to see what this looks like. Right. Oops. Oops. Wait. What's going on there? Oh yeah. Confusion. Now it's working. I'm not good at hands, so I will hide the hands. It would be kind of nice to have those showing. Let's see if we can get away with it, and if we can't, we can just add them in. think I may have messed up a little bit there. Yeah, so let's delete that. And then what we want is to go like this. This one, yeah. Oh, that's not making sense. That's better. Right. Oops, wrong one. I'm doing this. I'm not 100% convinced on this method. Normally I just delete the background, but it's kind of problematic when you're trying to move stuff around later on. Right. Let's just fix this key. This should be the angle we want. gig. That's about right. And I think what I do is let me just go to the 30s here. We're kind of coming out a little bit. There we go. And then let me just grab this. This is not working as I want it to. Let me just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Okay. It's just the original. Ah, that's the original. Okay, so let me just okay. And that one's fine there. Why does it do that when I maybe now? Yeah, now it works. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of the background here. Then we start merging some layers together. Just get rid of stabilizer. Oops. Let's not do that because it's got quite a nice merge there. Okay. I guess it's kind of okay. Hiding the hands a bit, that's fine. It doesn't have these pockets though, so I'm going to delete these. And it is paint like a weird kind of white again. This is weird. Now it's pink. Yeah, this is a messy one. I'm never gonna do it like this again. I'm just gonna do the original way, which is like delete the background. This way is messy. Okay, let me save this, and I think we can start adding some blurry blurs. And see, I can go there, I can go there, I can go there. So these three can be merged. That makes one thing, and then that's the map. So this is sovereign. This is map. So let us go. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's put something more. Alright, so now we've got that and a map. Now we just need to sort out this a bit. So, what image did I have? just going to put that there. Let me just see if I can add this. See what it kind of looks like. Where did that go? Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna create an image like this by stitching some stuff together and deleting some stuff. So I think I might just, how am I going to do this? Right, let's transfer the alpha. It's not working. There we go. That's better. Right. So let's have this about here. I think we will shrink it down. And what we're going to do is we're just going to delete certain parts like this. Okay, and we're going to create a rough map. Okay, so there's two streams that connect this place. Don't need any of that. Jesus Christ. Stupid dogs, man. It's like 1 in the morning. Right, so that's there. I guess I'll add like pathway, but we want like on the looks of it, the original concept was there was basically rivers, like a river kind of going around. There was no walls. We didn't have any walls like here, so I'm trying to delete those. This is just for the AI, so we're just gonna basically create a new map and then shove it into the AI. And just merge that with that. And let's just start drawing some stuff. So it needs a moat. Let me just get the picture up, the rough image again. I always struggle to find this. Oh, I know it is. So it's kind of like this, but I think I'm going to change it a little bit and have my water going around all of it, maybe. That's silver watch right there. So town's more. So it's a lot smaller too. I can't change it. Let me just grab this real quick. Let's have it like here. Where's my scribbling pen? So I might have it like that. So this. Oh, wait a minute. This is. Yeah, this image is upside down for some reason. There we go. I was wondering why it looks weird. Okay, don't ask me how that got printed upside down. I have no idea. So, okay, so we want like a water bank, roughly here. So maybe if I have it like this, I kind of want the water to be like, yeah, coming down like here, the mountain. I think I'm gonna have it like this. This is obviously just gonna be rough until I can get it a bit better. I do want it to kind of naturally kind of like this. Kind of want, I think originally I wanted it to be, but that actually causes problems having a mate there, so I think I would just have it like here. Yeah, I think I'll just have it like here, have it connected to this part. And clean this up in a minute. Let's have it just attached to here. And I think I'll just have a little tower here. And what that would look like, maybe like this. And then just do a little few boxes here. There's a cat fight outside my house. Maybe it's there's a fox problem with let's say maybe a fox try to kill it. Right, let me just add some small little roads that I guess are leading to this, and then we kind of just, let's say that this is the entrance. Why can't I? Huh? That one? Oh. Okay, what else do we have? So we have a road through the tower. Just have an entrance here. Trying to keep them small. Alright, and what else do we have? There's a tower. There's an entrance going from here to like here, so just and we will have the road coming up. And then this will go into the forest. And again, my lines for the roads are getting bigger. It needs to be too accurate. I will do this roughly again. I think maybe. Let's see. So there's a crossroad there, villagers there, and then from here we can just go down like here. Doesn't matter too much. And I'm just going to where is it? Over here. And just for the sake of the AI, I will grab this. for these. Let me just delete this. Should be here anyway. And then I'm just going to duplicate this. And I'm just going to stretch this out. And we're just going to minimize it a bit. And we're just going to shove that there. And you'll understand what I'm trying to do in a minute if you've just tuned in. I'm basically what's going on here? I smell burning, but not normal burning, like fire burning. Huh? Right, let's get rid of this. Let's hide, so let's hide all of this. Hide the flags. And let me just screenshot this. And we see if this works. If this doesn't work, I'll probably have to do a more detailed version. Oh, let's see what that does. And yeah, let me just delete these. Let me move these. Oh yeah. Let me just hide that. I think that's kind of like the map, but we're not gonna have it like dirty like that. We're just gonna get the AI to generate something and let's see if it's, well, we're gonna see if it's good enough. If not, then I'm gonna have to do a more in-depth detail map. Let's have a look. It's not too bad. it's almost perfect. There's a few mistakes on the image. I can show you what it did. So let me just hide this. So it's pretty much this. Very accurate, apart from the roads here. I can honestly maybe just edit it myself. Can you even see Dust Town here? Someone's hiding it. That's fine. Actually, what is someone hiding? Because that's interesting. So, Dust Town, the bridge. Okay, the bridge is pretty good because the bridge is kind of the fucked up part. This needs to be. Okay, I guess I get. Maybe keep this for something, I don't know. So what comes down here? That looks kind of weird. That bridge looks weird. Like, it shouldn't be a bridge. It should just be water. The waterfall. I might be able to fix that. Let's just see what the AI can do. So now it's just completely removed the water in general. So realistically, so this should be like, this should be, where's this button thing gone? There should be like a waterfall here. Most of this is right, and this is, well, this is wrong because it thinks that this is water, but this should, but it's a part you can see here. These are right. This is wrong because again it's apart from this one and this one are correct. The bridges, this path doesn't make sense because it just goes into the mountain realistically, and it doesn't have outer walls, so a lot wrong here, but not too bad. Private towers, a lot of PCs going on to like this. CPU is okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to, I might just shove it in there because there's a little bit too much for the AI. I think it's kind of like struggling. The thing is, it doesn't have outer walls. Let me just see what I can do myself. I don't think it's going to work, but this might just turn into a 8-hour project alone, just fixing this. Ugh. I remember when I did my first splash art, and that literally took me the entire day to reconstruct everything. So I did a lot of stitching. I can't remember how many images it was. It was so many. Let me just have a quick look. I would show you it to you. Where would it be? So that would be panel art episode 2 flash. It'll be episode 1 panel 2 flashback. Yeah. So it was literally this. So I created all of these rocks by hand. It took me fucking ages. And you might tell, but she is not originally here. She's just shoved on, right? But when you zoom out, it kind of looks the same. The same with this background. Just doing all these little squiggles took ages. I did copy some of them. And then this is about 3 layers. So it's red eye, then something next to them, and I just stitched them together. And I think Jasmine turned out okay. Though I did get a profanity strike on Webtoon, which is perfectly fine because there were 2 little dimples just here and here, and the AI that detects profanity in like Webtoon said that's nipples on the breast. So I had to delete those and then make this a darker color, which gets fixed in itself when you eventually, what's the word, color it in, right? So like this panel, this is all hand painted, this panel. Like once you color it in, then this is basically what I'm mostly better at, is hand painting rather than poses. I can tell what poses. My own work is not that great, but I'm slowly improving it over time. But yeah, hopefully I can delete these just by pressing Control Z. It doesn't want to go. Okay. Yeah, we will. Oh, it's that's okay. It's another panel. Yeah, so we can just delete that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we might just. I think we might just fix this. To be honest, there's a few things I can do here, but this might just take a long ass time to see. It's not really meant to be any kind of like walls or anything like here. There's meant to be an inner wall and an outer wall, and yeah. So let's see how it goes. If you imagine, I don't know if you guys have ever seen I can't remember what episode it is. It's a certain episode in Clash of Titans, and it shows you a panoramic view of the main city, and you know that has for the opposite of that, it has uh, that has inner walls, right? It has layers as well. This is like this is all open village, and then this is the real war with the text, the texty kind of castle. It's kind of a bad illustration to be honest, but I'm literally just going to take what I can when it comes to AI, because the more you ask it to do stuff with one project, the more it goes into panic mode. And when it goes into panic mode, you're fucked because there's all sorts of weird stuff. And sadly, technology is not quite there yet, so that is a shame. We're just going to see what we can do. You can tell that proportions are different, right? They're completely different. You know. and stuff like this you'll notice. You probably wouldn't notice this, to be honest with you, from a quick glance. But, you know, if you looked at it and stared at it for ages, you're probably like, oh, that's, yeah, doesn't really make much sense. But it's all just, yeah, about reconstructing the broken stuff. Not too bad at it, but it is tricky. I did not ask for any kind of villagers here, so I don't know why it's doing that. But again, if you when I zoom out, you notice like, oh, it's just like a piece on there. Like you don't even notice, right? Yeah. So this is what it got confused. It should be connecting these two, but it didn't. So just gotta do this. And I might even just literally redraw all of this by hand. We'll see. Uh, right now, I just gotta get the roads sorted out. Sovereign is thankfully covering quite a bit of it, so that's kind of nice. Oops. But it is kind of important to have this. Why is that? I guess the big trees were on the mountain. I don't want them there though. I don't want them. Go away, tree. Be gone, tree. I don't know why there's this rock thing here either. AI. Alright, so probably gonna have to make this look more like a waterfall somehow. I look up some images and fix that. That's fine, that's fine. Now let me just fix the image. That's fine. Let's line this up a bit better. might not even have water coming down from here, but it is kind of nice. Okay. Now we. What the fuck is this? Why? Why? Why AI? What are you doing, AI? Crazy. I want a bridge on the road for no reason. I think I will, in my own time, go over everything by hand with this. There's jank symbol. There's so much stuff. What is most of it? Like the roads maybe or something like that. To be honest, you can't even know, you don't even notice when you're doing that, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. These bridges are really doing my head in. Why would you why would the fuck would you make a bridge this big? I mean, bridges are, at best it is that big. God damn. AI, man. Well, actually, I suppose it kind of is. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. That's what it feels like. Make him smaller. I mean, you're probably not going to notice him that much, to be honest. So, it's whatever. After all this, we just kind of get the AI to do, I think it was just like copying. When it does that, what the hell, man? It normally just, it's kind of like having Gaussian blur on all the line work. You see what that does to it. If that doesn't make it look good, then I guess we're drawing it all by hand, I guess. Yay. So that we got the problem here, which doesn't make sense now. Yeah, see, this doesn't make much sense. Well, you're probably going to notice it, but if it's zoomed out, we'll see. It's hard to tell with any of this. I mean, Sovereign's big fat head kind of just comes a little bit. Not much though, but I mean, it's pretty much there. How big I want this board to be. And this is, maybe this is like, it could be a crater. What? Just imagine I've spoken here. Why is it that everyone builds a lovely town next to a volcano in real life? Like, what is that? You know, they either build it below the volcano, which is suicide, or pull it right on top of the volcano, which is giga suicide. You know, why do people do that in real life? It's so weird. You know. It's like little rocks sticking out. Let me just grab this real quick. Do my little trick. Um, Alright, because it's on there. Fuck. Oh. Look it. It doesn't matter, we gotta shove it in that machine only. Right, so this kind of road needs like a bridge. don't even know why there is a road here. So I'm just gonna like, let me just have, I don't know, we just say that that is hey, we can say that this is where Domac lived. This is like Domac's little estate, yeah, because he does have that in the law. Whatever you want to call it. And there is a river kind of that goes through his road, and it also goes like this. It's a lot of rivers trickling through his road. Just do this. You really are not going to see any of this. Right, let me run that through everything. Let me try again. Right, let me see what that's like. If not, then I will just use this and then I will do it later. Where is Mr. 7? could just have the map completely blurred in the background. That's one way of doing it. Actually, I want to try that. Wait, what are these? Is that true? Yeah. I think that's part of the map, isn't it? Maybe it's not. What are you? So that needs to be hidden. Let's see. I'm sure we have that. Wait. Is that right? Yeah, no, I was meant to delete it. Okay. Yeah, maybe like you can't even notice it, to be honest. If I could just have, I think I can have the entire map blurred, and that would just fix the fucking problem. Let's see what a 10 blurred. Please don't go red. I do not like red. There we go. That kind of works. Hold on. Yeah, that kind of works. I might just keep that for the time being. You don't really need to have much. Okay, I think that is going to be. I think what I might do is I like to have little tiny things. Little tiny captions like on the top right that tell you where things are. So this would be like, I might have a little thing on the top right saying like war room or something like that. Let me just have a quick look. And let me just change the text. There we go. Right, let me post this in here. Downloads. I don't want to download. So, okay, there's something going on my computer. I think I might have pressed the button. But it's making all the images back to front. I definitely pressed something. I'll figure that out later on. Okay. So something like this. I normally have something like this on the panel, just to like indicate where we are. I have a little box around it or something. So, pen box. Oh, that's a bloody small box, isn't it? Let's try 10. There we go. I think this would be better. There we go. Now let's just get that box and we just make sure that all this is in. There we go. Lovely. And let's see. The next thing is probably to fix this. I think all of this is fine now to blur. Oh yeah, I need to lower the opacity a bit. Like here, I think. And then let's put the blur in. I think we said 70, didn't we? And then we put the blur in. I think that is good. 10's good. Now that is off. I just leave it as that. Yep, I notice anyway. Right, so I'll get rid of that. Temp map. We might get rid of this map eventually. And so these flags can go with this. The BG. I might fix these later on. Let's see. When I export it, it will blur everything out again. So there'll be another layer of blurriness. I think everything is fine. Let's just see what something looks like with another layer. Yeah, kind of gets weird with another layer, to be honest. That's fine. think I will have that. That's the next panel. Yeah, I think the blurriness of that is a good option, because just for the time being, otherwise I spend like 11 hours just trying to do something that really doesn't matter. And the goal is to just get the comic book out, and then later on we can worry about line work and poses and all that jazz. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for today's stream. I just wanted to do this little panel. So this will be panel 4, I believe now. Or I think it's panel 5. Let me just save this. Final open. Let me have a look. Webtoon. Yeah, so this will be panel 5. So it is 5. Let me just save this to, I think, episode 2. Webtoon PNGs, yes. And what resolution will I go for? 49. Oh, but these are different. I forgot to change the resolution to that. Okay, so file export. Webtoon PNG episode 2, convert to PNG. Right, and change this. So it's the width, the height. What is it? 800 by 20. Oops, sorry, computer. Fucking hates me. Okay. In 2080, yeah. So let me just close this image and open up another image. Is this the menu or what? File, open, Webtoons, open. Oh God. File, save as this one. Oh, wait. File, advanced exploit onto this. Yes. And I want to change this to 800. And this will be 1280 pixels height, which is Webtoon height, and that should have saved it. Okay, that's good. Let's check this one. It's 3 in the morning, by the way. I'm not even tired. Comic book, PNGs. Okay, deleted. It's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, cool. So, I'm just gonna so we have panel 5, well, page 5. We're not doing panels anymore. So we have. So these are the images we have so far. So we have Sovereign on his majestic steed. So this is the continuation of episode 1. And then he goes back. So you can see the mountain and the tower. This is kind of what I was going for. Okay. I might use this. I might cross-reference images for to make the map again. We'll see. We'll see. So he was expecting an attack, but it never came. Also, the river's on the other side here. Yeah, we'll fix it. It's fine. Maybe he's I will figure it out. And then we go from here. He rushes back to the town, talks to the lieutenant, says that they're under attack. Why do I have 2 of these? Do I have 2 of those? Oh, you sneaky bastard, I actually do. So one's a JPEG. That can be deleted. Okay, and then we have this one. And then the one you just showed me, I just showed you, sorry, you showed me, which is Sovereign and the War Room, which for some reason you guys are seeing it back to front. I don't know why it's doing this. I need to figure out what the fuck I pressed. Actually, is it this? No. There was definitely something here on my keyboard I have pressed. That's my AI. Yeah, because this is back to front. So Control and Alt. Control Alt right arrow. That didn't work. Yeah, I don't know what I've done to this. Press M. That's not the image. Blue bar. Is my multi thing working? No. I'm just trying to fix a PC problem right now. For some reason, all my images are back to front. I speak English, so let me just translate what this means. Portuguese. Your screen is rotated sideways. Yes. I'm dual streaming, so if you want to watch it on Kick, you have to watch it on your phone. If you want to watch it normally on YouTube, you can go here with this link, and this will take you to the YouTube version. Unfortunately, dual streaming, you can't stream the same angle without subscribing, and yeah, I'm not bothering with that. So yeah, a lot of people watch it on their phones. They just twist the phone, right? But there is a problem with my image, and I don't know what it is. Well, I think I'm gonna fix this problem off stream. Maybe a PC reset will fix it. But this one seems fine. This one's fine. Yeah, I pressed something. I don't know what it is. It has kind of like flipped my entire desktop horizontally. It's really weird. Really weird bug. Yeah. But I think that's gonna be it today. If you guys are interested in the project on Webtoon, you can find it there. I was attempting to load it on Webtoon, Ko-Fi as well, but there was a problem with Ko-Fi. It only likes certain files, so yeah, so I've got to reformat. So if you want to watch it on Webtoons, this is where it is, and you can also go to my Ko-Fi store here. I just post these in YouTube as well, and you can look up the project there if you guys like. Sorry for the sound effects, see if you can hear that. But anyway, yeah, for everyone that watched, I appreciate you coming, and if you enjoy the project and want to keep following it, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot to get the attraction going. You know what YouTube's like these days. It's a minefield. and when you create your own IP, it's extremely hard to even get a few hundred views on the videos. So for anyone that is interested, like and follow it. If you feel passionate about the project, give it a read, see what you think. The YouTube side is mostly like the lore video side, and the Ko-Fi is more like illustrations and a few posts there, whilst Webtoon is the actual novel story itself. But I have been thinking about maybe putting the actual comic book entirely on YouTube. But I have to see, because if I was going to put it on YouTube, I kind of want it to be done in a storytelling way, and that requires a lot of things like AI, voiceovers, and cinematics, which I can do. But I did try today to make episode 1 of the comic book, but it took 6 hours. And in the end, I just ditched it because the voice acting was not up to my standards. But anyway, that's all we have got time for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. I might stream tomorrow, I'm not too sure. Don't have a stream schedule, sorry about that. But just keep your eyes to the ground, and normally I do post on X just before I stream, so you can follow me on X, which is on Omnipotent Saga. Yeah, so peace, bye bye.